Herbert and the Chargers on Sunday. Dallas needs to win to avoid their first 0-2 start since 2010. Came close to knocking off the defending champion Bucs in Week 1, but close doesn't cut it in the standings, or so they tell me. This prompting Dak to say still plenty of room for improvement. Take a listen.
We just got to be cleaner. We've got so many weapons, and we've got a great scheme. Kellen does a good job of putting us all in the best situations. I think last week we just missed some opportunities, whether it was missing a throw here or, maybe missing a block or whatever it may be, right? That we had opportunities to cash in, and we didn't, but we're going to learn from them. Obviously, we're going to move forward and use that as a way to get better. And yeah, we've got so much in the tank. We've got so many great red zone plays. That was something big that we went into this offseason focusing on. So we're just going to put our hand in the bag and pull out our tricks and everything that we've got, and know that we've got a lot of improvement that's going to come.
Well, he says the right things. Nick, is Sunday's matchup against the Chargers already a must-win for Dallas?
Well, he certainly says the right things until the very end. I'd like to know what else is in that bag that he's putting his hand into. Sounds dangerous. But, no, this is absolutely not a must-win for the Cowboys. Their season starts on the road against two projected playoff teams. And if you look at their schedule, after this game at the Chargers, it is as soft as it gets for the next 7 weeks. Now, that's disrespectful to Philly. We'll see on Philly. But after Philly, Carolina, the Giants, the Patriots, the Vikings, the Broncos. We'll see what the Falcons look like before you play a great team in the Chiefs. So even if they lose this game, they could easily be 6-3 after 9 weeks. So no, I don't think this is a must-win. I think it's a must-play well for Zeke. I would like to see what Zeke can do. And the other sneaky, interesting part of this game, Broussard, are the Cowboys actually going to have home field advantage? Los Angeles does not have a fervent Charger fan base. The Cowboys have a massive fan base in LA. You've got that gorgeous new stadium. Is it going to sound like a Cowboys home game? I'm interested in seeing that. Wow. But I think the Cowboys can lose this game and feel fine, Broussard.
Look, they're America's team. All right, everybody's always talking about the Cowboys. So if they lose and they fall to 0-2, and we know that teams that are 0-2 rarely make the playoffs. All right, it's like 12% of teams make the playoffs when they're 0-2. The last 20 to go 0-2 did not make the playoffs the last 2 years. So everybody will be like the sky is falling if the Cowboys lose this game. It'll be talked about ad nauseum for the next week. But I am with you, Nick. It's just not a must-win. Regardless of this stat that you just saw in the graphic, it's not, for 2 reasons. One, Nick already mentioned, the schedule's light. They don't play another playoff team or team that made the playoffs last year until week 11 when they got the Chiefs. And then the division they're in. It's the NFC least. We all know it's the worst division in football. The Giants are already struggling. Washington's not a world beater. And Philly, even if they're for real, they're still not that good. All right, so that gives them plenty of cushion. The one thing I disagree with you on, Nick, I don't think it's a must-play-well game for Zeke, although you'd like to see it. I do think it's a must-play-well game for Dak, though. Let's see, is he really back? Last week he looked great. If he has a clunker in a loss this week, then now I'm like, okay, where are we on Dak? All right, they need Dak to play well. He needs to play well for everybody to see.
All right, let's shift to Baker and the Cleveland Browns. Time to run the no huddle. What a wild finish to Thursday Night Football. It looked like Big Blue had won it when Dustin Hopkins' field goal try sailed wide right. But Dexter Lawrence was offsides. What are you doing, Dexter? Hopkins stepped up, and this time nails it. It is a win for Washington, the first for Taylor Heineke and that team this season. Broussard, should Washington fans feel good, though, about last night?
Look, I understand that their vaunted defense hasn't looked as good and as dominant as we expected in these first 2 games. But yes, a win in the NFL is a win, and a win over a division opponent is a good win no matter what. So, yes, they should feel good about this. You're in a division where Dallas is falling apart, literally. I mean, players getting injured left and right. Philadelphia's young, and we don't know what they're made of yet. And the Giants are already 0-2. So, yeah, they should be feeling good. And look, I'm not as high on Taylor Heineke as Nick is, who seems almost ready to give him a long-term contract at this point. But the kid is pretty good. He's got moxie. He's a leader. That locker room seems to love him, and they follow him. And he made some good plays. I love that he bounced back. He showed that he's unflappable when he bounced back from that late interception that he threw to go 6 for 8 on the game-winning drive and get them in field goal position to win the game. So, yeah, they should feel pretty good. Look, I got as much faith, Nick, in Heineke as I would have had in Ryan Fitzpatrick, because Fitzpatrick would have been good for 4 weeks, and then once the expectations came, he would have fallen apart. So they're all right with Heineke.
No. They're better with Heineke than Fitzpatrick. And you deal with the growing pains. You have him on Washington fans should feel awesome. Now, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs before the year. I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs. However, though everyone's going to focus on, oh, they would have lost the game if Dexter Lawrence doesn't jump off sides. Yes, that's true. What's also true is this. They were trailing, and Heineke in 2 plays drove him down the field with 1 very good pass and 1 perfect pass. Then, after the Giants can't pick up a first down after Heineke's 1 mistake, as Broussard mentioned, he drives him down the field into field goal range. And he did his job, whether that kick is made or missed. It was missed the first time, made the second time. And if you're Washington now, you're saying whenever Fitzpatrick comes back, doesn't matter. Heineke's our quarterback the rest of the year. You have him on this contract, and you can try out and see if you've stumbled onto something. So Washington fans, particularly because there is such unknown with Philly and Dallas, should feel excellent. The defense will round into form.
Oh my God.
So I don't think they're a playoff team, but I think they should feel great this morning. What, Wilds? What's the problem?
I'm sorry. I don't mean...
I'm
just being nuanced. I'm just being nuanced to death. And I'm sorry. I know we're trying to be a smart show. We're trying to show you all the different angles. It's Dexter Lawrence's fault, okay? They shouldn't feel great. They should have said, wow, Dexter Lawrence jumps off sides. We would have lost the game. That's it. If you got a flat tire because you ran over a nail, and I started like, hey, why'd you get a flat tire? Like, well, you know, the road and the thickness of my tire because I've been driving. It's not. It's the nail's fault. It's Dexter Lawrence's fault. Washington should feel like they lost the game because they practically did. It's too much nuance. I'm a nuanced guy, just like I'm a ketchup guy. But at a certain point, there's too much of it. It's enough. It's enough.
Hold on.
But
too much
it's not
nuance.
like
I know,
it
but
was,
Jen, someone's got to call it.
It's not like, listen,
and you did.
Dexter Lawrence jumped off sides on a makeable field goal that missed by 1 yard to the right. So should Washington feel much differently if they had just made the first field goal? Like what you're saying, your commentary is about their confidence in their kicker. Your commentary is about the confidence in their kicker.
Stay on your
not
corner,
about
Wilds.
Hopkins, not about Dexter Lawrence. Like, it's not like he shanked it. He missed it a yard to the right, and then after the offsides, he made it a yard to the left. Like,
I would feel different if he made the first one.
is the same. Yeah, well, that's stupid. And you know it's stupid, which is why you're laughing. Like, it makes no sense.
Don't you?
Your take makes no sense.
Stay strong, Wilds.
Sorry, buddy.